I still have to go back out because Gracie decided she wanted to go out and she decided she didn't want to come back in immediately. Okay. Remember you to be on live chat, not top chat. My kettle's boiling. It is on the hob. Hang on a second. Let me pop out and say hi. Wow. Birds! Anne! Avon! Seashell! Pearly! Deary! Red! Deborah! Donna! Furby! Good one. Thank you for changing your name, Furby. Thank you. Ginger Gargoyle! Happy Camper! Jean! Joe Mama! Doris! Karen! Lee! Les! Liz! Lydia, Melissa, Melody Ray, Samoa, Pamela, Patricia, hi darling, Raph, Robin Rose, so-and-so, Steven, Susan Tolan, Terry White, and Yar Prepper, Sharon. All right, my kettle just stopped boiling. I'll be right back. Okay? I'll be right back. Oh. Understand me, sugar. Down to go on live stream. You gotta let me know who runs the house, don't you? Understand me, sugar. Hey. All right, I'm back. Oh, stop it, you doofuses. You guys. Oh, my goodness. Yes, and it's Gracie's time, too. Oh, my goodness. What? Look at your snotty eyes. What's going on? Oh, your ears are cold because you went outside and you wouldn't come back in. Oh, she's just a little dirty. That's all right. She's a mummy darling. She's a mummy girl. And her mummy loves her. She loves her oh so much. Oh, you slipped me the tongue. Don't slip me the tongue. You kiss me properly. Thank you. My goodness. She's her mommy's sweetheart. Yeah, I love you. All right, go on. Oh, I forgot. Didn't I forget? Here. There you go. There you go. Bugger off. Oh, goodness. There. Okay, almost. Oh. So how's everybody doing today? it was just a little, But yeah, she slipped it to me. All right, let me just pop out my chat. Oh, wait, first I want to make this into... Why is my keyboard... Look, it's blank. And I don't know how to turn it back on. No, I don't want to do that. I don't know why my keyboard isn't on. Anyway, let's pop out. Oh, what did I do? Restore chat. Here we go. Then I want to pop it out. And my keyboard will turn back on as soon as it's working. It's just, it's not on. None of the pretty lights. There's no batteries in it. Really? It has batteries? I don't think so. There's no, like, hit the star. Where's the star? I can't see because they're not lit up. That's the problem with them. They're hard to see. Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to play with it. There isn't a switch, though. I mean, I think I threw away the book. Right? So, hi! Sorry I'm late. I always seem to get a phone call. Whenever I get a phone call, it's always right before a live stream. Buy control on right side. All it's doing is reloading my chat when I did that. No. View page source. No. I'll figure it out later. It always comes back. Ah, there goes my chat again. All right, let's pop it back out. You know, guys don't want to sit here and watch me. It's a brand new keyboard, sweetheart. I got it for Christmas. How is Angela? Patricia Furia's physical therapist was in ICU with the dreaded C19. And she was, last I heard, she was in step down ICU, right? My granny bun? Oh, my granny bun's, it's the only way I can keep my hair, honestly. And yeah, it's a bit of a mess. I'm sorry. But want to be here doing anything but anything else. Hey, Steven! Yeah, did you get the fact that, excuse me. Did you notice that after my live stream yesterday, it took them until like 6 o'clock this morning to release my monetization on the live stream from yesterday? And what I don't understand is I marked it private and it still ran without ads. But it only ran for the people who had the link, which is really stupid. When I mark something private, it should bloody well be private. If I mark it unlisted, that means only people with the link get it. So I'm not sure about that. No asthma attack for Lauren today. Oh, Pearly. Now you got to change your name here on Facebook, right? Or on Facebook. Frig. On BoobTube. Go, Lauren! Just keep praying. If it doesn't have a cord, it would have batteries, wouldn't it? No. It gets powered by the computer. That's why its cord is actually like 3 times as thick as a normal UBS cord, right? Hot child in the city. How's it going? All right. Yeah, so BoobTube is back to being stingy with their ad revenue. Excuse me, I gotta blow my nose down. All right. Check your plug. No, because it's working. The keyboard itself is working. So, I mean, I can type. See? It's just not. Yeah. It's just not lighting up. So, I'll just ask Briar after I get off here. I'll phone him and say, hey, what happens when it doesn't light up? What do I do? Because he has the same keyboard, except his doesn't have the, and then he spilled a glass of water in his, and it doesn't light up anymore, but it still works. So, do you have any idea, Shell, how hard that is to unplug? Okay, you know what? I'm going to try it. I'll be right back. All right. You're going to get a view of my behind. This seems to be it. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I just had to unplug the UBS cord. It seems a little loose in the back of the computer. Now I'll pick what I want. We'll go to function. See this? It's all on. We'll go to function and pick one. Wait a second. Oh, something happened. That's not the one I want. That's not the one I want. That's not the one I want. That's the one I want. There we go. I like that one. And it changes. If you watch that P, it's going to change color. And it goes through the rainbow. Thank you. Thank you. What is the name of the tea that you talked about yesterday that tastes like dipping a biscuit in? That's called malty biscuit tea. And it's made by, if you look at my thumbnail, Taylors of Harrogate Yorkshire tea. It's by the same company, Yorkshire Malty, not multi with a U. It's malty with an A. Malty biscuit tea. Where's Peekaboo Grace? Malty biscuit. Thank you, Terry. Little Red. Now, time for you to change your name to Little Red. So how's everybody doing? I'm really sorry. I'm like kind of all over the place at first here. So, but I got a phone call before. So, by now, anybody from Facebook will have noticed I'm not asking you to do this, but I did do one of those fundraisers on Facebook for my birthday, for suicide prevention, because of my cousin Joni and my cousin Cameron and many other people I knew who took their lives in high school and stuff. So I'm just letting you know. I put a link in here somewhere for that. Thank you. Thank you, Terry. So anyway, and I know January's a crappy month. Isn't it a crappy month for people to ask you to donate shit? Because it's like everybody's broke. I mean, my paycheck, my YouTube paycheck for January, which I will get in February, will probably be cut in half of the normal, just because of ad revenue in January. Hey, Minnesota country girl, how's it going? Please use all caps. So, I did, tomorrow's video is a home economics video, kind of, because I had one plate of turkey left and it wasn't a lot. Okay. And so I made, you're not seeing that I make the soup. You're just seeing the soup, but it's called one plate of leftover turkey makes 3 meals, because I made turkey noodle soup with pumpkin pasta. And I made 2 big turkey noodle casseroles. So that's tomorrow's video. And I did use Sam for the making and cutting of the noodles and for the grating of the cheese. And he didn't even hesitate. God love my Sam. Cold and damp making my back ache. I bet. It's been beautiful and sunny here in South Sask. I went to the fundraiser. They said they couldn't accept funds other than Canadian. Oh, that sucks. Maybe you do, if you do it with PayPal, if you have PayPal, you just send it in Canadian funds from PayPal and they'll do the conversion for you. Marcella Bell, you have any advice for someone who's trying to get 200 subscribers? What do you mean, on YouTube? Hell, honey, I had 200 subscribers before I knew how to channel. The best way to get subscribers is to take advantage of social media. Make an introduction video and share it on social media. And make an introduction video and then put it up and say, this is what my channel's all about, and I hope to see you there. Come and have a look. Those are the best ways. And then when you get to, because you can't even live stream until you hit 1,000 subscribers. So then, the whole thing is to getting up to 1,000 subscribers. And you might want to do a little giveaway. Something really, really easy, right? I'll change my name on YouTube after you're on. After I'm on what? Lost 3 plots today. What do you mean you lost 3 plots, Stephen? You mean people don't want you to use them anymore? They think you're too famous? What? Where's my lighter? There it is. I have made like 20 videos, but I'm still struggling a little bit. I have been posting for a year. Well, I'd like to say I could boost you, but I can't, right? The thing is, well, actually, if you, I don't know. Oh, Stephen, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, people move. That's true. I didn't know I have to have a minimum for a live stream. Good thing I haven't tried. I would love to YouTube, but everything I do comes from you guys. Well, that's the whole point. It's called recycling the information, right? Hey, Donna, welcome back. No advertising here, right? The thing is, right? I mean, look at Ashley and Jeremy, right? They had a YouTube channel for a year. And they were at 1,000 subscribers, just about. And they came to visit and asked for my help. They came and they stayed overnight, and we had a wonderful visit, and I helped them. Okay? Why? They're family. Look at their channel now. They're almost outstripping me. Why? Because they're the new generation of what Howie and I would like to do. Doesn't hurt that Ashley's a hot little mama. And her in work boots and shorts and a tank top running a saw probably has many a man's heart fluttering, right? Make an Instagram account. Make a Facebook account. You know what? It does happen, though. It does happen. But what I love about Ashley and Jeremy is I don't even get time to watch their videos. But what I love about there is that they started from scratch. And I told them, you have this really unique opportunity. You're building a homestead with a piece of land and a trailer, right? Document every little bit of that because people are going to want to know, right? And look at them. They're like 80-some thousand subscribers now. Yeah, I like to know that I helped, right? You don't need a minimum to live stream from computer, only from your phone. Really, Joe Mama? Really? Wow. I didn't know that. I did not know that. So, Stephen, when are you moving to Canada? When are you moving to Canada? Right? I mean, I'd love you. Won't you? You know what? The farm that surrounds me in a horseshoe, the house is right there. It's for sale. And I'm going to tell you something else. Other than the cars and stuff in the field and that land's all organic, man. That's all organic. So, I mean, I bet you could get it for probably 20% less than they're asking. So come on down, Stephen. Let's build something. Hey, Marley Wolfgang. Oh shoot. What's going on there? I must have typed something with my boob. You can't have Steven Seedfeld. He belongs to Wisconsin. Yeah. Maybe he does. But does Wisconsin belong to him? Just saying. Yeah, Steven, move to Quebec. Cindy! Oh, I got to tell you, Cindy, thank you for sending me the information on your dentist, the dental clinic, because apparently it's a clinic, is it not? I've never been there, but when I phoned them with the information you gave me, I told her, she said, okay, so what's the problem? I said, my teeth are falling out due to bone loss. I said, and I'd like to get some partial plates in to try and prevent the rest of my teeth falling out. She said, that makes sense. We'll hook you up with the denturist. I said, because I told her there's absolutely nothing wrong with my teeth. They're just falling out. So I have an appointment on February 3rd. When is your new blood work appointment? I don't know. I haven't heard from them. I have not. Too funny, Yarn. What did Yarn say? Yeah, well, whatever. Steven's a free spirit. He can go wherever he wants. We could build something really cool. And this area needs it, right? Pearly white. Hey, there we go. Now I don't mix you up with Terry White. Hey, Kay, how's it going, sweetheart? And Seashell, aloha. And Julie from Florida, Avonlea. Anyway, hi, Robin Rose. Hey, Marcella Bell. Awesome. I haven't seen a bright day since Boxing Day. God, you got to ask me about the quilt. The update is I haven't done anything yet. My nephew's and his wife's anniversary was yesterday. But I did send a message and I did say, you know what? It's going to get done. It's just, it's been a rough winter. It's been a rough year. And he said, no problem, baby. So I posted a picture that was of me dancing, and Arthur was behind me, and my nephew was in the blue jacket, and Mel was off to the side, and and my cousin Vanessa, and we were all just kind of bopping around. And of course, I look like I'm taking a big dump, right? Like I don't look like I'm dancing. I look like I'm trying to push out a baby or something. But somebody said when they saw that picture, there's a snapshot of how life should be. Right. And yeah, I got it. It just went right to my heart like a dart. You all just lift my spirits. Hey, Lee, how are you? I have dream of doing a quilt and then I wake up. Andrew, hi, darling. I know. Our Bonnie Scott's Last sent me a great big bag of tea. And I honestly think I gave my last box of Tetley to my brother Bob, my sister-in-law Kathy, and like when I went down to Peterborough, remember I took Arthur and Mel and everybody their presents. We went to pick up Nan. I dropped off a bag of, a care package, a little bit of can of butter and big bag of oatmeal and tea and canned milk and all that stuff. So I think that was my last box of Tetley. I will never have to buy Tetley again, I don't think. Hi, Rachel. Anchorage, Alaska. Wow. You know what? You know what one of my favorite shows was when I watched TV? Was Port Protection. I look at that and I go, man, oh man, if I was young, right? If I was young. Quilts are too technical to figure out to me. Are you shitting me? Honey, you start sewing squares together into strips. Then you sew the strips together. Then you lay a sheet on your table, an old blanket for a liner. Somebody just put my simple tied quilt video parts up, please. You don't know me. Yeah, I do. We all are procrastinators. It's like, I was gonna make supper, but then I got high. You know what I mean? Excuse me. But I can't use... Hey, Raph, darling. My Christmas decorations came down today. Christmas cottage looks very bare now. Keep an eye on the mail. I sent you a letter, darling. These are all coming down tomorrow, and so is the Christmas card tree. I'm actually tempted. I thought about just putting a bag over it, and then I realized, what's the point? I mean, you guys are just going to want to get me to decorate it next year. And guess what? I'm hoping next year my office, my studio, is going to be the bedroom down, one of the bedrooms downstairs, because I'm going to find a way of getting up and down those stairs twice a day, right? And so have room for my big tree. So, what I and know. I have this picture of plaid shirt fronts and denim blocks. Is that picture? Hey, Malka, is that picture in your head? Because plaid shirt material, even if it's flannel, is not heavy enough to go with denim unless you buy denim shirt material. So I recommend you go to Value Village or any other kind of thrift store and look for lightweight denim shirts. Don't use jeans. Unless you're going to, because jeans, if you make a jeans quilt, it's going to be uber heavy, hard to sew through, hard to tie through. It'll be nice, but it'll be a lot of work. Don't do jeans right off the bat, okay? Right now, I have a legitimate excuse. I can't even sew or crochet. Maybe next year. Well, you'll learn. What's happening in the seed cups? The draw's on Sunday, honey. The draw's on Sunday. It's my birthday on Sunday. That's the day of the draw. I'm going to draw it. Probably late Saturday night. And then I will release the video of the draw Sunday morning. So the last chance for the draw to make a comment is Saturday, midnight, the cutoff date. This is next year. Okay, why? What did I say? See, again, this is why, but thanks, good to know. Okay, in your head, right. Well, thank you, Malka. I'll probably be here on Sunday because I'll probably want to personally say, hey, congratulations to the winners, right? It's almost been a year since I had the stroke, but I'm beginning to get better slowly. Then you better work on it, right? It's called physiotherapy. Nothing gets done there's certain things that don't heal if you don't work the healing, right? My daughter is 19 on Sunday. Oh, wow. Wow, I remember turning 19. My dad booted me out of the house. He didn't boot me out. He just had made good on a promise he'd made me a year before. If you haven't got a job or you're not in school by the age you hit 19, you have to find another place to live. And on my birthday, he asked me, did you find another place to live? And I said, no. And he goes, where are you going then? Because you're not staying here. Right? And I got to thank my dad for that. Because, I mean, it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot. Hi, Sammy J. Okay, sweetheart. I see you. You should sing a song today. You have a beautiful voice. Oh God, no, I don't. But if you somebody give me something. Do you make your own birthday cake like I do? Nope. I don't even like Howie usually buys like a pound cake or something because I don't even like store-bought cakes. So yeah, maybe I'll make a chocolate chip cake with no frosting because I don't do frosting, right? Malka Ringo, my legs are killing me today. Restless leg syndrome. Sorry, Bev. What wasn't okay? That wasn't okay from your dad. No, it was okay. It was okay. He told me, you can't live here. He was a pensioner. You can't live here if you're not going to school or you don't have a job. One or the other. If you're in school, great. If you got a job, great. But you can't stay here doing nothing. And he gave me 6 months to a year, and I ignored it. And I didn't, try hard enough. No, I'm not crying. I'm sweating. So no, he made good on his threat. Wasn't a threat, it was bloody promise. Okay. You are my, no, it's too high. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away. There you go. Okay, so we told our kids that after high school, it was full-time school with no rent or full-time job with rent. That's right. Like Briar's, he always knows that he can come home and live here, but he's going to have to pay rent if he does. And I can guarantee you he won't live here until we get Bell Fibe, like fiber optic internet, because that's the only way he'd live up in this area ever again. He hates this area, but, well, he doesn't hate it. It's just never been kind to him. Costco frosted cakes. I don't like frosting. The only kind of frosting I like is homemade, like buttercream. Right? So, hey, Midwest Kate. You left home at 16. Best thing you ever did. Susie Woozy, darling. At least he gave you some warning, but still to be kicked out of your home is just sad. I love your singing. Thank you. No, because I had a safety net that I wasn't aware of. Dad had told my entire family. My entire family knew what was going on. Do you have any idea how big my family is? So I made a phone call to my cousin Diane and asked her if I could come and stay with her and look for a job. And she basically said the same thing as my dad, right? And my brother-in-law and sister were going back to Toronto that night, so they dropped me off at the train station and I took the GO train to my cousins in Oakville. And then I don't know, month and a half later, 2 months later, my cousin Donna scooped me up and I lived in Bowmanville, where I had a job for a while until my thing was up, a long story. And then I stayed with Mary Jane and babysat for her. While I moved, I couch hopped for a long time. You know what I mean? You spent your 19th in basic training on him, Gypsy. Wow. My dad was the same. No free ride, living at home off of my parents. If I was going to stay home, I was required to pay rent and contribute to household. I chose to get my own place. Well, look at it this way. I have lent Briar my tablet because of my amount of data that I have now. I can let him use it when he's working in Brennan's Hill because his data, he doesn't have data. He only has a certain amount of data on his phone. So my data plan covers my phone, Howie's phone, and my tablet. So I've rented my tablet to Briar, and I've told him exactly how much data he can use per month. And he's fine with that. So he's paying me $50 a month for the tablet and for gas for me to drive him to and from work from Brennan's Hill to here and back. And it's only usually 2 trips in a weekend because his boss brings him up on Saturday morning. So we pick him up Saturday night and take him back to work Sunday morning, and he stays here overnight, and then his boss takes him home on Sunday night. So for $50 a month, he gets 2 rides a week, something to eat, and a tablet he can use at work. So he can, check his email and stuff. So where am I going here? Bev, you are lucky to have had some backup help. I was on my own at 16, but my family was screwed up and we were in foster care. No choice but to grow up. Exactly. I'll take my fate over yours any day, sweetheart. Because I didn't know my family had that safety net. So we did the same thing with Briar, I booted Briar out, same way. And my nephew took him in. Or Arthur and Mel took him in, and then he went to Toronto and they took him in. And when he realized that life wasn't a free ride, and there's some days you gotta eat pasta and mayonnaise if you're hungry, that's when he decided, yes, I want to come home to Wakefield. I want to live in Wakefield. I want to work in Wakefield, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes for me to get there. I said, okay. And he wasn't here a few months before he moved. He wasn't here 6 months before he moved into Wakefield, right? I see my doctor for RA tomorrow. Hi, empty nester. What meds should I stay away from? I'm not sure I understand. I see my doctor for my RA tomorrow. Any I don't know. I don't know. I don't I can't answer that. That's out of my scope. I don't have a rheumatologist. You're a good mama, I am sure. You know what? My boys are going to be okay. I just went to Europe. How did you do that, Stephen? Those must be some pretty good mushrooms. You just went to Europe. Did you hear all the scandals? Ow! Whole bunch of that was Mary Jane. I hope she's coming in. A whole bunch of political, what do you call them? Members of parliament, politicians, decided that they were going to go away to like places like Palm Springs and the Bahamas and shit like that. Canadians, right? And it's like, no. Even though we don't have a ban on travel, okay, they're supposed to. I'm not going to talk about this. Thank you for reminding me. I'm not going to talk about this. Are you going, Terry? Take care, sweetheart, or whoever's leaving. Yes, no politics. Thank you. Thank you. I don't want to get booted off my own live stream. I bought my house at the age of 16. I quit school and worked 3 jobs until I was 19 and went back to school, but still worked a full-time job to ensure I had a place to live. God bless you, Tina. That's the chutzpah that our next gen, that's the chutzpah that today's generation needs, right? Yes. God, good for you, Tina. Yeah, where is your channel? You should be telling people how to live. We don't tell people how to live. We share our experience, don't we? I mean, seriously, that is a lot of experience. Going now. Stay safe. God bless. Okay, Rena. God bless, honey. Yeah, no politics. Buffalo. Hey, staying home for a little while. Positive test this weekend. Just a sore throat for now, fortunately. Okay. Drink plenty of fluids. And take the medication as prescribed, even if you're feeling better, and stay safe and keep us posted. Okay. Had no choice back then. Absolutely. Sane in our home. Dad passed away when I was in 1st grade. So my brother and I had to grow up extremely fast. Mom worked 15-hour days. So we had to cook, clean, shop, and go to school. Yeah. My mom was near the end of her life was quite agoraphobic. She wouldn't go anywhere without my dad. Right. And she barely ever left our house. However, when she died, Dad had to learn how to cook and stuff. So that's why I took home ec in high school. How do you know so many Yiddish words like chutzpah? I don't know. I'm a Canadian. I know lots of weird words. Skull. I have a bit of that phobia, and yeah, you have to really work against that. I have a tendency towards agoraphobia. So that's why I make myself go out. This whole situation for this last year has not helped. It's made it worse, actually. But I still will not allow it to take me down to the place where I'm just too comfortable to ever leave my home. God willing. Okay, Susan, take care. I have family over there, Bev. It was a great time in the late 80s. Really? Oh, wow. I've been to Egypt. You've seen me ride a camel. Um, hey, Bettina, Happy New Year to you. Take care, Susan. Have a good day, sweetheart. One of the first things I loved about you, Bev, is you saying Bob's your uncle. My family all said that. Well, I mean, I have all kinds of weird sayings, right? Broke, flattered, and piss on a plate was my one of my. I learned that one from my friend Josie in Wakefield. I'm always picking up stuff. I am, you know, the sieve. I am a bowl. I when really good information goes through the sieve, all the useless information seems to stick. Like, you know, I always laugh when she says that. Bob's my dad. Bob was my dad. I didn't have an Uncle Bob. I never had an Uncle Bob, but my family is full of Bobs. There was I had one, two cousins and a whole bunch of other cousins who named their sons Bob or Robert, right? So I mean it's in my family, but my dad was the Uncle Bob. For there was no we didn't my siblings and I did not have an Uncle Bob. My grandpa, don't shit me, buddy. I got a what in every pocket? What do you got in every pocket, Avonlea Ann? My mom came to the States in 1954 from Germany. Really? Oh, Andrew, thank you. He said the Connected Hearts video or Connected Hearts family is probably the loveliest community on YouTube. Thank you, everyone. Well, it's actually a community on Facebook, right? Like I don't always say my Connected Hearts family because everybody on YouTube that actually comes in is a family member. So it's like my YouTube family. But I do like the idea that we're all connected, right? Don't shit me, buddy. I got a turd in every pocket. I love it. I'm going to keep that one. That one just stuck. That one stuck. Oh, he wasn't bad. That's nothing wrong with that. Well, I'll tell you something. You know what my grandfather used to say? And not because I remember him saying it, but because my father reminded me. I can't type to everyone. Tell everyone hello. Okay. Mary Jane can't type to everyone, but she says she's here and she says hello. Hey, Cindy Trout. I remember my dad telling me once, because when I was 12, my other cousin Jane and I convinced this 15-year-old girl, and Jane was 9, 11, 10. She was 10 and I was 12, somewhere around there. We convinced this 15-year-old chick that we were from Jupiter. We convinced her. And my father and I went home and told my dad about it. What a riot! And he said, and he just shook his head and he said, you know, he said, you got a story. You're a storyteller for sure. He said, but you remind me of your grandfather. And I said, why? And he said, because he always said, if you're gonna lie, lie big. If you're gonna lie, make it a doozy. You know, that's one thing I remember from my grandfather, and I don't ever remember hearing him say it, but. My dad would say, I wouldn't shit you. You're my favorite turd. All right, enough of the potty humor because I might get dinged for that. Get better soon, Mary Jane, so you can join us. Take care. She just got home from her Christmas visit and she had to drive herself. And for her, it's several hours of drive. And that's the last time she's going to be able to do it, probably. So I'm, she's really exhausted. She's in a great deal of pain, but she's watching, right? So if you're watching, Mary Jane, just give me a thumbs up on Messenger. Send home ec ideas to Bev at connectedheartsfamily@gmail.com. Speaking of which, I'm fixing my stove. I'm fixing my burners. You want to see how I do it? And I didn't have to buy a damn thing. Mary Jane gave a thumbs up. So she's here with us. She just can't type. She's just exhausted and in a lot of pain. So please, we're going to remember her in our prayers because break time. Thank you, Stephen. Yes, it's break time. So what's for supper tonight? I made bangers last night, but I didn't do mash. I made KD or Annie's or whatever, right? But so I got 2 bangers left over. They're going to be tomorrow night's supper. What's today? Tuesday. So on Sunday, I made a big pot of spaghetti sauce and spaghetti. And then it all went in. I put it in a bowl, the spaghetti in a bowl with the sauce all over top, what was left over in the fridge. Then today, I buttered my little crock pot and I flipped that thing over into the pot. So it was sauce side down, noodles on top, and then I took big chunks of Monterey Jack cheese, about that big, and I started poking them in all through the pasta. And then I gave it a whoosh of garlic and a whoosh of Parmesan cheese, and it's in the crock pot. But yeah, there's going to be a video. I forgot I got a Dremel. I have a Dremel, remember? I bought a Dremel. Well, I'll probably kill it on this project. But yeah. Well, it would help if my husband would bring me back my cordless drill. Yeah, it would help if my husband brought back my cordless drill. Because I had to break out the Dremel to cut pieces. I have a little teeny tiny cutting wheel. One. And I'm working on it. So, hey, Donna, back from phone call. Seems like everyone wants to call when I'm in chat live. Hey, I hear you. Okay. Somebody sent me something. Bev, you gonna grease the mixers? You know what, Lisa? I bloody well might. Because this is the year Mrs. V takes part of her life back. So I did one burner and I took pictures of it and I showed it and I sent the pictures to Howie and he went, wow, awesome. I said, I mean, spaghetti sauce, spaghetti squash. Rotisserie chicken in the Power Elite oven for the first time. Fingers crossed. Oh, it'll come out fine. But you know what's good? Put butter inside the bird and under the skin. Sorry. I'm throwing things all over the place. I need to oil my KitchenAid. Well, I'm going to watch the videos and do that as well. So guess what, folks? Home economics isn't just about cooking this year. It's about budgeting. Like I've told Howie, right? Whenever he makes a good paycheck, we usually have money left over and I give him some. And I put some in savings or whatever. But I've made my New Year's, now I'm not going to say resolution, but my New Year's rule now, and I talked it over with Howie, is that whenever we have extra money, he can have what is extra as long as he doesn't mind dividing it or splitting it between his car and a bill. So say if we had an extra $200 at the end of the month, I would say, okay, you can have 100 for the car because you earned it. I'm going to put the other 100 on our loan. Because I'm already paying the loan, but if you make extra payments, everything comes off over and above the principal. So if I do that, I can have a loan that is going to take 2 years to pay off. I can do it in less than a year if I double the payment. So these are all the kind of things. This is a new rule. No money goes on to fund that doesn't go on to a bill in the same amount. A loan or a bill has to be matched by whatever play money we have. We have to match that for debts. Does that make sense? It's easy if you think about it. It's really, really easy. It's like, yeah, we got an extra $50. Do you want $25 now, or do you want $50 next pay? Because if you don't want to split that $50, then I'll just put that right on a bill, right? So any extra money, and I am not going to spend money foolishly this year. I've done a few foolish things, right? But the way I'm going to work it is I'm going to be, I'm going to maybe I'll do a week of videos of just eating with what's in the house. Like, well, that's every day pretty much, right? That is like Dave Ramsey. Who's Dave Ramsey? I need to tighten my KitchenAid mixer too. What kind of grease would work? Okay, you're going to have to ask everybody else, because the grease that Sharon sent me is food grade grease for inside the mixer. I'm going to start with the white one because it actually works. And because I don't know if I actually really killed the red one. I don't know. Food grade grease. Thank you. We live and we learn. Love your home economics videos. Thank you, Sheila. I manage very well, but the stress is a killer. Can't wait until we close with amen. You are very good at what you do. You will succeed. Well, thank you, Malka. I hope you're talking to me. That's what we're doing this year. We want to have all of our credit cards paid off by Christmas, and that's $8,000. You don't want to know what my credit card debt is. What happened is when Howie wanted to build a race car, everybody knows the story. I said, I have $1,500 in savings. And he made all this weird kind of budgeting promises kind of thing. And it got out of hand in 6 months. In 6 months, I went from being able to pay my bills on a regular basis and then some to getting to the point where the credit card debt was like, this is not acceptable. So what I did was, because we've been bankrupt before, and, we don't always learn, right? But what I did is I said, okay, I phoned the Credit Counseling Society. And what they do is that you do an agreement with them. And you give them all your credit card debt, all of your, not just credit card, unsecured debt. Okay? This means it's not backed up by a vehicle. It's not backed up by your house. It's just unsecured debt. There's nothing they can take away from you to pay for that debt. That's unsecured debt. And so I phoned them and they said, well, I said, I need to know, where do I go from here if I want to stop this before it gets any worse? And they said, well, where are you at? And I said, here. And they went, oh, that's not bad at all. Right? Because there's different levels of putting the brakes on financially. There's credit counseling, like good budgeting. Then there's credit counseling if you don't get it. And then there is, it's kind of like bankruptcy, but it's you don't lose everything, right? That's the next one. And then there's bankruptcy. And Howie and I went whole hog bankruptcy in 2005. So what I did is I phoned the credit counseling, and they said, okay, what we're going to do is you give us all your debt, all your creditors, all that stuff that is unsecured debt, and we will go to bat on your behalf to try and get your interest rates down to as close to zero as possible, so it'll be paid off faster. All right. I said, great. They said, not everyone's going to agree, but this is what, and I went through an entire budget on the phone with this person. And then I had to do all my own budgeting. I had to print off all this stuff. I had to budget it. Then I had to go over the budget with this person over the phone because I did it over the phone. And they said, okay, this is what you have to pay every month. You can pay extra if you want, but it won't count against your payment at the first of every month. So I can pay extra on that, right? There was like 20 grand, over 20 grand, right? So, and then we had a loan to get the closure on making this from a half acre to a full acre. So, I mean, all of these things, those are, the loan is secured, but the credit cards aren't. So this is, I put the brakes on and got us back to where we need to be, right? And with budgeting. But now the new budget is going one step further. This last year, I told everybody what I was doing. So now it's this year, right? I have like a 5-year plan. So this year, 10 year, but this year, that loan's going to be gone by Christmas. If I have anything to say about it. If I have it, all I have to do is double the payments, right? So that's where extra money's going to go. And if there's more, like if I can make a double payment right out of the paycheck and not have to take it from the extra left over, if there's some left over, half of that will go to Howie, the other half will go to the Credit Counseling Society, right? Because once the Credit Counseling Society and the loan are gone, that frees up a crap ton of money. No, not money. It frees up space for me to save more money to pay off more. Because I want a whole house generator. I absolutely love these chats because I have just my cats and no family, and it helps to feel connected. I am certain you will accomplish what you set out to do. Well, I hope so. Oh, thank you, Minnesota country girl. I'm shopping in my stash of yarn instead of Michael's. There you go. You know what? That's what we did. Even Avonlea Ann says that's what we did. Paid regular payment, and before the next payment was due, added a bit of another payment. It helped to get the principal down quick. Well, January is going to be the month where I can't pay anything extra. Okay? Things are slow at work. For Howie, my income gets cut in half. It takes me till March before I'm back up to a normal income for me. And it really ain't that grand, right? But I've gotten used to having it, and that's what I've been doing with it, right? It's paying off the crap, right? Because when I went to Credit Counseling Society, I was terrified I was facing bankruptcy again. They said, oh God, no, you're not even close. Because I told them what our previous bankruptcy was like. And I said, no, you're not even close. You've got a way out of this. It just means determination. Our agreement with them was we don't apply for any more credit cards. We don't apply for money mark, cash payday loans, anything like that. If we apply for any more unsecured credit, they have the right to shut down our agreement and give me all of my debt back and have me deal with the interest rates that I was dealing with before. Now, I could probably do it, but I prefer the one payment method. You know what I mean? Is it buffering? Try and refresh. Don't worry, Bev. You will do okay. We all know. Well, that's this is 2021. This is the year I pay off the loan. That's it. That's all. Like, I know Howie wanted to go to Bristol, Tennessee next year, right? In 2022. And I said, I don't know, Howie. I said, how bad do you want to shop? A proper shop, because the barn is limiting for him because of low ceilings and doors that don't work and stuff, right? So it's limiting for him in the wintertime. So I said, how bad do you want to shop? And he said, well, the sooner I have the shop, the sooner I can, work in comfort and actually maybe make a little bit of side money. And I said, well, then Bristol's going to have to wait. And last night he was saying, oh, look, you can go to Iceland and blah, because we've been to Egypt, remember? That was another big expense that we're still paying for, right? So, no, we're not paying for that. I paid that off. So I said, it all depends on what you want. Do you want a shop? Because that's going to be a concrete floor, one of those metal buildings, and an entire new electrical system put in, like a pole with a meter and everything, right? It's going to cost about $20,000 if we really squeak and do most of the work himself. We can get away with probably doing $20,000, right? I said, so if you want your shop, we're not going to be traveling anytime soon. Think about it this way. The sooner we pay stuff off and build your shop, the sooner when you retire, you can make a little bit of extra cash on the side, fixing dings and dents or painting somebody's tractor. And we can shut everything down, and then we can travel for the winter. We can go to Florida. We can go to Tennessee. I said, but if we do all of those things, if we plan anything big in the next 5 or 10 years, none of the retirement stuff's going to happen the way we want it to. And by God, I don't want to die and not having done some retirement crap with my husband. You know what I mean? Oh, Sharon, you bitch. No, not yet. But Howie and I are going to sit down this weekend and pull all the paperwork out of this office. And we're going to pile it, put it in 2018, 2019, 2020 piles. Anything with a date on it, any paperwork with a date on it is going to go into those piles. And then I'm going to sort through them. And then I'm going to do all the adding up so I can send the information to my accountant. I emailed him and I said, I haven't had my taxes done in a couple of years. And he goes, I said, it's coming, right? I know it's going to be expensive. And he said, I'm waiting. It's okay. Right? So Howie and I are going to sit down at some point this weekend and go through all the paperwork. And then I'm going to go through it again once it's divided because it's overwhelming for me. And then I'm going to do the adding up. And then I'm going to send all the numbers to the accountant. And he'll do Howie's taxes for 2019, 2020. He'll do mine for 18, 19, and 20. So, yeah, that's going to end up. There's going to be, if I have any free money, it's going to start going out in taxes too. Right? I mean, we'll probably end up paying $500 a month in taxes after this gets all straightened out. So... okay, Christina, take care, sweetheart. My goal is to explore my home state before I even think of going out of the country. Yeah, we've done quite a bit of exploration of Quebec. I want to see Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, and BC. I mean, I've been to Manitoba, I've been to Saskatchewan. I mean, yeah, I was 12, but still, right? I want to go to BC. So, all right, Stephen, you take care. And yeah, it's been over an hour. What's going on with Rosie? Hi, Aspasia. Bev, someone hit me yesterday, and it's going to cost me almost $4,000. Just the guy has good coverage. I'm okay, just sore. Oh, Rosie. Epsom salts bath, honey. Epsom salts bath. Yeah, I gotta go because Howie's probably going to get off early today because he said it's slow. So we have a lot of plans for the future that's putting me back into home economics mode right now. I'm going to be penny pinching now this year. This is the penny pinching year. And you heard me, Christmas or January 1st, 2022, I want that loan gone. And they told me, well, I'm not going to tell you how much I owe on it, but it's doable. So, oh, absolutely prayers for Lauren. Hey, Pearly White. Time flies when you're having fun. Absolutely. Take care, Trina. Okay, so start making Christmas now out of what we have around the house. There you go. All right. I may even do a knitting video on how I made Christmas stockings. I don't know. We'll see how much time I have. I still have a quilt to finish. Anyway, for all those who care to, please help me close with our spiritual blessing. Now, this is a non-denominational plea to the higher power of our individual understandings, our individual higher powers of our own understanding. So you don't have to do what I do. You just add your energy in where you feel safe to do so in the prayer, okay? Don't let that the fact that I say God or spirit or chief or whatever stop you from adding your energy, because it's, our world needs it. And guess what? It's 2021. It's going to be a better year. It really is. I'm almost tempted to say I promise, but I can't because I'm not God. All right? Granny squares add up quick. Absolutely. All right. Nice deep breath. Bev, more like 30 grand to get it all done right for his shop. Shh. Hey, Spirit, it's us. And we were talking about home economics today. And I want to say thank you, Spirit, for the hope that you have given me of a better year. I do see the light at the end of this horrific tunnel we've been in for the last year. And we're all going to be okay. We know that. There's a lot of people that are afraid, and there's a lot of people that are concerned and that are, have health issues and family health issues and financial issues. But we're all going to be okay. Right? We know that. So God, it's going to be real simple today. I want you to help me remind everybody to do some deep breathing before they go to bed at night and fill their mind with possible thoughts of what they want out of their life. And don't ask for it. Remind them to claim it. I am facing a better year. I am working towards my goals. I am healthier today. I am happier today. We need to claim these things. So thank you for reminding me of that, Spirit. Okay? But for all the people that are having trouble realizing that, God, let us lift them up so that the sunshine of your love, the sunshine of your love. Yeah, I'm out of key. But you know what I mean, Lord. We're going to lift all these people up that are having a hard time, whether it's physical, financial, spiritual, mental, or otherwise. And please send your love shining down on the folks that we are lifting up so that we can all help push back at the darkness that has enveloped us for a very long time. In this we pray. Amen. Namaste. Miigwech. Merry meet. Blessed be. Peace be unto you. Please, folks, whatever it is, okay, claim the good things that are in your future. Program yourself when you go to bed to breathe deep and claim the beauty of the life that's ahead of you. You may not see it now, but it's there. All right? This is the Miss Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, I've got to go work on my burners. Take care. God bless. Where am I going here? There's where I'm going. I love you guys. Don't you ever forget that.